I vrijeme da krenemo još jednu epizodu Final Fantasy-a. Idemo na continue. Jako sam raspoložen da vidim šta će se dogoditi. Dobili smo moći Sida. I za vas koji niste pratili Final Fantasy, to je Clive, je postao nov Sid. Tako da, iako je Sid umro,
That night 5 years ago,
ja sam nov Sid.
we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
Ok, what the fuck je ovo sad? Ovo je neki nov hideaway, šta? Ovo je neki nov hideaway izgleda. Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Aha, ovo je vamo.
Welcome back, Sid.
Što je cool, brate. Ja se nadam se čujem ok glasno jer sam se malo udaljio jer sam se zavalio i uživam u igri, tako da...
Sid!
Stay in London.
Realno, imam prvo da proverimo shopove, pa ćemo onda da se vrnemo nazad. Zanima me što ima u radnjama, iskreno. Još se zanima me što ima ovdje.
Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn.
Is it business?
Ali je dobila bolju radnju.
Go on then.
Increase the limit break generation amount by 6% by taking damage. To ne taking damage. Dealing damage? Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Interesant. I ovo su mi... Dobro, ovo je simpatično. Nešto što mi treba, ali okej. Elixir instantly restores all health, ali košta 10.000. Boga mi iskreno... Ne znam baš da li mi je to vrt. Mislim kao, cijenim da ako je neki boss ili nešto jako, ali mimo toga... Nećemo što zasati. Ajmo da imamo što ima da se forđuje. Evo ga. Znao sam, Levin Bolt.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Ovdje nema ništa i ovdje mislim da nema ništa. Dobro, to je to. Novo oružje, vidite što je lepo. Neki munjamač. Čekaj, stane na sunce, se vidi lepo. Da, lepo novo oružje. I što sam htio da pogledam još jednu stvar prije nego što nastavimo dalje u abilitijima, pošto sam dobio novih poena 1000. Ovo smo rekli da nam je 500 ovdje, 500 ovdje i 500 ovdje. U teoriji mogu da unlearnam sve i da naučim ovo. Jer već imam ovaj blast. A ovdje kaže summons the hand znaju da je smasi damage on single target. Da, ovo mi je gigabitno, ja mislim. Ovo mi je gigabitno da imam. Mislim, Thunderstorm je dobar. Pile Drag je isto giga dobar. Što znači, nije to loše, brate. Ovo mi se ne sviđa. Ovaj krug mi se ne sviđa uopšte. Ali ovo mi se čini kao giga dobra stvar. Ali onda bi morao da unlearnam i charge jednom. I Scarlet Cyclone jednom. Da li mi se isplati? Mislim da ne baš. Ali ako ovo unlearnam jednom, moram da vidim šta unlearnam ovdje. Ja bih rekao da charge i ovo ide out svakako. To i to. To onda učimo jednom i onda učimo, ja bih rekao čak Flames of Rebirth je previše. Shit je što mi košta 2300, brate. Ovo je samo 25 poena, to mi se ne isplati nikako. Moram da skinem i ovo. I onda mogu da naučim ovo. Što iskreno mislim da mi je vrijedno. Možda sad 200 poena mogu se slikam, ali nema veze, dobro, to je fajn šta god, iskreno. I dalje radim ignition ovdje i onda ovdje umjesto ovoga... Da mi je vrijedno to iskreno. Mislim da ovo i dalje verovatno je previše damage-a, tako da mislim da je to ok. Ok, napravili smo loadout za sad, mislim da je to skoro. Samo uskočim previše. Sad imam dva baš velika kasta, mislim da je to skoro.
Word of your adventure.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army.
Ako mi se ne sviđa build, promenit ću. Mislim, to mi je 2 minuta.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be, and I'm sure she has her reasons.
Ne, to je to. Thunderstorm treba mi range i Judgment Bolt mi isto range. To je to, dobro sam.
I trust I'm not intruding.
To je ga. Jer hoću double range.
Back from your mission?
One might say the same of you.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of, well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Okay, what the fuck, y'all?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern storm has endured, recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Okay.
You were born in Twinside.
Grand scale war.
Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Lepa igra. Questova nešto je ovo. Holy shit, ovo je ogromno. Iskreno, ovaj Hadot je 15 puta bolje nego onaj prošli.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
vidimo kakav je naš tek. Sad su mi dobili neku dobru sobu, brate. Ovo je svemirski neki...
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern crowd.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years.
Jedino što je fali kad igram Final
5
Fantasy su
long
kokice.
years.
Fali mi
If I could
kokice.
only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
Što se dogodilo s Joshom uopšte? On je absorbovao onog...
He did. He was there.
I onda je nestao.
It wasn't an illusion.
Mislim samo nestao. Mislim tu bio.
I heard him call out to Ultima.
Vjerovatno je onda on samo pao u nesvest i tu se završio taj deo.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Čekaj, ćemo sad igramo kao on. Interesantno. Ako ćemo to da igramo. A čini mi se da možda i hoćemo.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Sad me bacio u razmišljanje šta ćemo, da li ćemo igrati kao brat. Opet. Mislim, igrali smo malo kao na početku, ali...
Master Clive, a moment if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto. It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Ajmo. Oho. Nice, nice banger, to nisam znao, ali ne bolim se. Wall of Memories. Kapiram, dobro, to je koliska. Više nemamo memorije.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Ja sam iskreno mislio, kada sam krenuo da igram, da ću morati da biram između formi. Gdje mi je quest? Dole quest, dole quest. Kaže find the curse breaker. Gdje su? Dole. Sam već čorav ili nema nigde ovdje questa, zar ne? Nema, ovo je crveno samo. Okej. Vidim što ima neki quest tamo koji...
Back, Sid.
ću možda raditi, a možda neću.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen run.
Of course, Obola. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland.
Well, I'm glad. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is... And it just so happens, I once heard the thorny pitches of cook...
Sounds easier than felling a faraway
Ajde, uradit ćemo ovaj quest, pošto ne znam gdje mi je min, svakako. Okej. Dobro, mora se blinkam, ok, ja sam bio u fazonu, dobro, ništa. Mislim, ajde, uradit ćemo ovo na brzak. Uradit ćemo ovi sidequest kad smo već došli, pa je to fajn. Mislim da je to ok. Pa da, taman usput da testiramo ovaj...
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Da, ok, ovo je bio turbo fast, easy quest. Nema razloga da ga ne uradim, bukvalno.
Can't imagine Obolas needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Bam, vratimo se nazad, uradimo quest, pa onda nastavimo sa main questom. Možeš ako polako mrdaš stik. Ima 3 brzine, bukvalno. Ima najsporiju, pa ima malo brže. I onda ima najbrže. Je to cool stvari.
Well, find is one.
I'll go. Yeah. Same as me old.
Dobili smo 10 nekih poena koje ne znam čemu služi. Increase attack by 12, pa dobro, to je još i okej, što? Mislim da samo ovo okej. Idemo na mapicu, idemo na main quest.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Živa Marte.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good.
You do the same.
Ja sad dobijem neki currency nov. Ne znam čemu služi. Ali imam 10, dobijem još 10.
That was no brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Sure.
Ono dolište. To ne da prođemo tamo da je bilo na crkva, da su oni likovi umrli. Dok se me izvali. Dobro, ništa. Vozimo možda neko kroz komarce da ne prijemo damage za džabe.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive, Martha. Do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is dead.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Sa čokobojima se ne bijemo, oni su dobri. Svaki. Lightning je samo different, brate. Lightning je samo previše damage. Čak nije ni toki veliki cooldown na Thunderu, brate. Iskreno, čak nije toliko veliki cooldown na Thunderu. Na ovom jakom. Popiši ih sve. Feels bad.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Sad ću to ofensujem, ja, brate. Samo da prestane sinematik da vas prelome.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
A sad će mi da vidimo.
To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome
Liči, imaš isti mač kao
dawn.
svi ostali, znači ne pitaš se ništa.
On these our swords we swear.
Bukvalno imaš isti mač kao svi ostali.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Samo sti ostao. Tako je, to sam i mislio. Čak nisam imao ni jaču municu za ovo, nije bilo ni bitno. Stvarno, didn't take long, brate.
Is that all of them?
Čak nisam morao ni Super Saiyan dodi.
I think so.
Dark Clouds Gather, imamo 20 pojena. Level up može. Više healtha, više damage-a. Okay.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
Okay.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
Ko je zvao Sida, to je pitanje. Aha, to je on, okej. Dobro, to je ovo što smo pričali s njim kad smo tamo bili.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... They didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot were still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of
course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Valjda sam dobro kliknuo. Da li sam izim toga ili ne? Pošto nisam siguran šta je casting, ne znam da sam trebao da bih trebalo. Nope.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Prvo moram da preformujem casting, pa tek onda da se okrenem ka restu. Dobro, kaj vas. Ej, siđu dole. Onda beeline kroz močvar. Šta, ne mogu? Ne mogu. Fuck my life, ne mogu. Oh my fucking god, moram opet nastaviti. Istrulo sam. Hard to roll. Mislim da ću moći, ali...
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Da, probao sam da ga iščizam ovdje, a ovdje ne može, znači moram gore okolo da idem. Dobro. Tako noć. Tako mi treba kad sam probao da shortcutu. Ne vezi. Idemo na most, pa dobro.
Oi, look sharp!
Da, ovdje dole, vamo i onda tamo. Ok. Ali moramo svako okolo vamo. Zmajevi lete ovdje. Šta je ovo, brate? Kakav je ovo gargoyle? Šta? Ahriman? Ali ovo je težak otmit. Sam je njega ubilo on mene, majko božje. Holy fucking shit, brat. Holy fucking shit, to je bilo preteško.
You didn't see that coming.
Ju, brat. Dobro, interesantno. Ovo nisam čak i čuo kod traje, brat. Ubio se Tebra, nije mi dobro. Nemam konja, ali kada trčim imam ubrzanje više. Relativno brzo možda prođeš većinu mape. Stari, nema pušena ni jednog, ozbiljno. Ja se nadam da je ovo pušen jedan. Mislim, baš je nemoguće da uradimo, mislim nije nemoguće, ali da nema pušena. Dobro, nema veze.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
To smo završili.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Znači, to smo završili. Sad idemo u Martha's Rest. Pravo za mene. Malo sam izim to što sam prvo otišao tamo, ali nema veze. Par smo naletili na elitu, znamo da to sad postoji.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Vratimo se.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Kirill is gotov. Black Blood. Dobro, to negdje se mogu da iskeširati. Pusić. Mislim, zeleni plusić rešavamo sigurno.
Not to move.
Oi! You handy with that sword? Of course you are. Bet you're up now. Question is, are you willing to use it or not?
Chocobos.
You heard me right. And not just any Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest...
Chocobos.
It's true. Why? Go on, then. There's a good...
Where can I find...
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't that. And don't worry.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you.
Idemo na taj. Ne mogu da jašem. Možda ako pripitomim to pticu moću da jašem ja. To je bilo cool. Mogu se nahilom dok sam bio tamo, ali nema veze.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Mislim mi neće svako trebati full health, ja se nadam da neće trebati full health. Cool da mogu skočiti preko ovoga, ali ne mogu, tako da moramo da siđemo ovde. O, škorpioni. Ha.
Oh. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Možda dobijem mounta, ko zna. Ne je bilo loše.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Aha. A evo je ptica, taj moja, 100%.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Jem dobre prijetnje.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right, then.
Thunder ability je baš bolestan. Final Fantasy 16 igra. Final Fantasy 16 ekskluziva je za PlayStation duše, tako da moraš na Sony vidiš. Ja se nadam da smo dobili mounta, to bi bilo na cijelu.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
Okay.
Ambrosia.
Njegova ptica, moj mount.
It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Što najgore, bližimo se kraju epizode i zanima me da li ću dobiti mounta do kraja epizode. Ako sad ne dobijem mounta, neću nikada, mislim.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned to think. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well...
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean...
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back.
Bilo insieme stvari da dobijemo mounta.
Told you. And it...
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. Oh, stay right.
Ćem dojeti sedlo i ostalo. Ok, možda kod upali svetlo? Znao sam, nice. Ok, cool, imamo mounta. Banger. Bengur.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
Se prekrili oko, kapiram da je malo... A dobro, stvari...
How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned just... You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at... That's it. When those chocolates...
Aleksandar, odgovorit ću ti za 2 minuta kad završim snimanje epizode.
No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excite... Anyhow, best be on my way.
Ok, da imamo da li to sam. Da imamo da li smo dobili mounta, mislim dobili smo mounta, dobili smo, samo moramo testirati kako bude mounta, to je to.
I'll call you when I need you.
Zašto je ceo flock dobio sedla? Zar nije samo treba Whiteheart dobije sedla, ali nema veze. Ajmo da vidimo sad. Znači, nakon ovoga bi trebali neko dugme, pricam dobije mounta. Ambrosia stack. Ok. Evo ga Chocobo unlock, nice. Ok. Moram samo testiram kako ovo radi i onda ga kolamo za ovu epizodu. Šta kažeš? Hold R3. Aha, dobro.
Ready, go?
Znači rein in, L2. Aha, znači ona je dobila mounta svog. Cool. Dobro, i galop nam je hold.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ok, u stvari banger, dobili smo mounta, to je super. Da, i ovo nam u stvari giga dobro za prelaženje igre. Sad kako trčimo bilo gde, u stvari imamo mounta koji je 15 puta brži nego što bi ja bio, tako da to je banger. I ovo može insta da stane s ovim. I dismount holdamo ovo. Nice, ok, I guess da bi to bio kraj ove epizode. I ovu epizodu završavamo na našem vernom mountu. Actually banger, baš mi je drago.